I'm going to show you how to create realistic images of Mario like the one you saw at the start of this video. I created that using everything that I'm about to show you right now. Before I show you how to do this step by step so you can create your very own Mario in real life images using AI, I'd like to ask you for a favour. Press and smash that subscribe button, because over 98% of you are not yet subscribed and you're enjoying the content and you're watching my videos. Also, after you've subscribed, press the thumbs up. After you press the thumbs up, consider pressing share and share this video with your friends and family on and off social media. I've seen some of you sharing it on WhatsApp. So now that we've got that out of the way, let's dive into the content and I'm going to show you how to create Mario in real life. Let's go. The AI we are going to use to create our real life Mario is Leonardo AI. You can see how it's spelled right here with the logo next to it. Once you're here, sign up for your free account, and then once you've signed up for your free account, select Launch App from the top right. This will begin to load the main homepage. From the main homepage, scroll down just a little bit, and you can see Community Creations. These are images that have been created using the Leonardo AI by other users who are using Leonardo. So what we're going to do is we're going to use one of these images as a starting point. At this point, you want to select something that looks similar to the art style and the realistic look, or whatever look you want your Mario image or your image to be. In this example, we're creating Mario. I like this right here. This is amazing. The lighting on this image is absolutely wonderful. You can see there's a very detailed prompt here, but don't worry. If this looks confusing, I'm going to make it very simple. So this is the information that the user has entered for the AI to create. Modern font, for example, on the perfume bottle. If we scroll down just a little bit, you can see a bit more information. This is the type of AI they have used for the image. The AI is called Leonardo Phoenix, fine-tuned model. You can see the quality or the generation mode. You can have fast or quality. You can see dynamic for the preset style. The seed, which is the seed of the image that the AI will recognize when it's trying to reference this image again. When it was created, the image resolution, which is the size of the image. In this case, it's more of a 2:1, I'd say, vertical image, and the resolution has been given here. This will all make sense in just a moment. You have the contrast being 1, and you also have the init strength. There's no init image. Here, this prompt I'm going to copy, just in case somebody that's watching this video wants to make a perfume bottle similar. I'm also going to show you how you would do that in a slight bit of the example before we complete our Mario image. So right here, I'm going to select this icon. Now you can see I'll zoom in on it for you, where it says copy prompt to clipboard. So as you may know, copying to your clipboard is like copying it to an invisible part of your device where you can paste it back. So we're going to make that make sense in a minute, don't worry about it. At the bottom of this generation, you can see generate with this model. So by the model, it means all of this right here, the presets and the model itself being the fine-tuned Leonardo Phoenix. That might sound a bit complicated for beginners, but don't worry, it'll all make sense. If you want to create a similar image, select generate with this model. So I want my Mario image to be in that type of quality and that art style. So now that we've got to the generation right here, it's given us a prompt. Now this is quite new to me. It says, style reference and image to image guidance options are now available for Leonardo Phoenix. More coming soon. So what this means is, as a style reference, you can actually add an image from anywhere and say you want your image to be in that style, rather than just using the image that we have just taken, or the model and the prompt that has been used to create the previous image. You can actually take an image from the internet and say, yes, in that style, but use this that I found on the internet, this image, as a reference point. So as a point that you should consider the image should look like. So for example, right here in the Sonic image, it doesn't look like the Paramount Sonic. I could use an image of the Sonic from those Paramount movies as a reference as what I want the finished image to look like. So if you're creating a character, Mario could be a character reference that you could use. I'm actually going to do that here because if you can do that, I might do that in this prompt. No, actually, we'll save that. But just to let you know, you can select right here and use an image as for a prompt as well. We're not going to do that. Instead, what I'm first going to do is I'm going to paste in that prompt that we copied earlier on by pressing Ctrl and V. Now, all of this is that perfume bottle. It's all about the perfume bottle. It's nothing to do with Sonic. What I'm going to do is I'm going to look around this prompt to see if there's anything I want to use for our Mario. It says luxurious, so already I don't need that. Let's delete that. Intricately designed perfume bottle. No, what we're creating is Mario. So let's put Mario as our point here. Here's an issue you might find if you want to create other characters from shows, movies, TV shows, or pop culture. If you don't have a standard reference, you might not get it looking like Mario, for example. So the fact that this AI model, the Leonardo Phoenix, you can add a picture reference, it might help create Mario as opposed to what it thinks Mario is. So if the AI cannot reference from the internet, then it won't create Mario, and it will just create something that it thinks is Mario. Trying to make sense of it as much as possible for you here. It says adorned with ornate curves and delicate details. Now Mario isn't delicate at all. He's an animated character and he's actually quite rounded off in his detail, although you can have some detail in his dungarees, which is the clothing that he's wearing because he's a plumber. Sitting elegantly and sleek. Now, as you know, Mario isn't exactly elegant. He squashes people with his butt, so he's not going to be quite elegant, is he? We can have him in a white background, much like the perfume bottle, so I'm going to leave the white background there. With the name Sarah, no, we don't want that. And basically what you want to do is you want to go through the prompt if you're using it from scratch and change things that you don't want in it. So for now, I'm just going to keep it very simple, and I'm going to keep it Mario white background. That's brilliant. So we have a very simple prompt here. I'm not going to change anything else, but you, of course, if you're making your very own perfume bottle, you now have an idea of what you can do so you can get something similar to what you've just seen. But we're using the AI model because we want that realistic look using this Leonardo Phoenix. That's the reason why we use an image from the community first. Now, because we're using a free version of Leonardo AI, you get 150 credits per day. I've already begun to use some of these. This generation will require 24 credits, and you can see that in the bottom right hand corner. On the left hand side, you can see the presets and everything that's been entered for us already, and that's because we've used a community creation as our beginning reference of what type of image you want to create and what AI you want to use, which AI model inside of Leonardo AI you want to use to create your image. There's a few options here for the generation mode, but because we're using the free version, we have to be on fast. You, of course, can select quality for a better quality image, and then, of course, ultra. Below this, you have the image dimensions. This you can change. Let's zoom in a little bit here so it makes a lot of sense. You have 2x3, and you can see the type of image it will create from that, what size it will be. And then you have a 1x1, which is more of a square, so if you think about Instagram. And then next to this, you have 16x9, which is more of a full screen image, which you can also select. And you can select the one that you want to create your image in. So if you want your image to be full screen, then you would select 16x9. This is what I'm going to select in this example. Scrolling down here, depending on which AI model you are using for your image, it will give you a resolution reflecting. So usually, a full screen 16x9 would be 1280 by 720. That's a 720p video. Now this is slightly over because of the AI model we're using, so the resolution is slightly bigger. This might not make a lot of sense to those of you who are beginners, so in this case, just select medium just to be safe than sorry, because you want a full screen image. This might be widescreen. Also, the number of images you generate can be changed if you're paying for Leonardo AI. In this example, we're generating 4, which is the reason why our generation is going to cost 24 credits out of our 126 remaining, and remember you get 150 per day when you're using this AI for free. I'm happy with everything that's currently here. Let's see if we can generate our realistic looking Mario using this AI now. I'm going to select generate. Fingers crossed, let's see what the Leonardo AI does. Now, I've had some good results with other images that I've created of pop culture references and characters and more. Now, it's doing something here, and it's giving us another idea for our next generation. Mario, a vibrant iconic plumber standing in a stark white background. So it's adding more to the prompt because we wasn't very descriptive. So it's giving us a prompt that we can use if we want to generate again. This is really helpful, and it's also referenced from the internet. Now we have our Mario image, but it's not exactly something that I'm very happy with, and the AI itself has tried to do a little bit more, which is not within its terms and conditions and guidelines, so we should get some of our credits refunded because of that. You can see here this image might not be safe and it might be explicit. So it's done something, or it's generated something to do with Mario that isn't exactly safe for everybody online. It's not safe for web usage. So do remember that you might have explicit images because this AI is still learning. So for example, if it's showing something of the adult nature, so Mario might be doing something he shouldn't be doing right there. Now, I'm not happy with this generation, but you can generate a bit better. So we're going to go back and try and select something else in a community to create something better. Let's scroll down back into the community creation and see if we can get a better result. I'm going to do this fairly quickly using everything that I've just explained to you here today. So I'm going to scroll and find an image which is similar to what I want, or the type of result I want. Let's go for the cat in this example. Then I'm going to generate with this model, and then I'm going to go back into the prompt, which is then going to give to us, I'm just going to put Mario. I'm not going to put with the white background, just Mario. Let's try and put him in some scenery which the AI can use and play around with the lighting. So let's give it a natural scenery somewhere. So where would Mario be? Let's say in the toilet or in the bathroom. So a plumber remains in the bathroom or the kitchen because he's working on sinks and toilets and stuff. Now that I'm happy with everything with the same image dimensions, I'm going to select generate. Let's see if we get a better result using a slightly different prompt with a different AI model. This one's Cinematic Kino. So just to give you an example of how your selection from the community reference that you're using in the beginning can make a huge difference. Let's see what we get here. Also, I've added no white background. Now this is much better. You can see there are some inconsistencies in Mario's hands, but we have a brilliant image right here and here, quite a few of Mario in a bathroom, a dirty looking bathroom I might add. Let's take a closer look. So we have Mario here, we have his hat, you can see his hair, his mustache, his hands, his white gloves, his dungarees. It's more of like a cartoony realistic Mario in the scene, but it looks more realistic than what we've just had. Now you can add more to your description, for example, adding different facial textures, changing the texture of his dungarees. All of these things you can add to your prompt to change it so you have an even more realistic looking Mario. But I'm happy with this result so far, so I'm going to download the image. You can also remove the background for additional credit costs and do a lot more. Let's go through a little bit of through some more of these images to show you the results that we have. This one here as well, let's give that one a download. Let's keep going to see if we have some other images that we can also use. This one here is quite hilarious. So it's a realistic looking Mario, or it's more of like a cartoony looking Mario, a CGI Mario in a realistic scene. And you have how that image looks right now using AI. If you've enjoyed this video, don't forget to give us a thumbs up. There's more where this came from, and you can also play around with this AI to create even better realistic results of Mario or a character that you want to create images of using AI. So it can be done. You could do a little bit more, and it could be a bit better. On screen right now, you should see some additional content. Click on that. I'll see you on that one. Don't forget to subscribe and thumbs up the video. Thank you for watching.